Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Raj here, and today we are going to be explaining basically, or, discovering what happened at the most recent Apple event. And I know what you guys might be saying, Raj, you're covering this, a few days later, which, yes, I know. It has been a few days because I have had a few things happen recently. So, if you guys haven't already, please be sure to go check out my previous video where, I unboxed my new MacBook. Let's just say my last one was not doing so hot. So I had to swap it out for this brand new M1 processor, or, this MacBook with a newer processor, which, is the M1 chip. So yeah, basically now I have an M1 enabled computer, which is great, honestly. So far I've been loving it. But this is not a review of that. This is a recap of the Apple event. So without further ado, I'm going to stop stalling, and we are going to go right through this, shall we? So first off, we had the iPhone 12. This actually was a huge surprise, and it came in a new purple color, which is more of like a pastel purple, I would say, but, it's pretty cool. So yeah, basically, that is quite an interesting little tidbit there. And next we had AirTags. Now, these guys, we were fully expecting to come at this event, and they did, which is fantastic. It's been like 2 years now that they've been rumored, so it's finally great to see them. And we had a brand new Apple TV 4K, which is quite awesome, which now has a brand new remote, as you can see there with my cursor. I'm, kind of hovering over it. But yeah, so it has a brand new designed remote because, everybody hated the old Siri remote. So Apple put out a new one, which is great and has a very wonderful and aesthetically pleasing design. It follows the same rounded off edges there, as well as, well, not rounded off, sorry, squared off edges with, rounded sides there, as the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, and, the whole 12 lineup, as well as the iPad style of design as well. So, yeah, we have all the specs there. If you guys want to, feel free to pause the video and take a look at them, you can. And we also, of course, had the 24-inch M1 iMac, which I know to some people this is a very controversial design. I mean, I will admit, actually, at first, I didn't like it either, but as I did, a little more digging, I figured out why Apple chose what they chose. And, I actually kind of like it now, as far as, like, the aesthetics of it. Now, as far as the functionality goes, it's great. It's going to be a fantastic computer, and I'm sure it's going to sell extremely well. Because, this is the computer for, I'd say, actually a good chunk of consumers that, can afford it, of course. But, yeah, so this is kind of just what they introduced with it. They have a new M1 processor. They have a brand new design. So now it's actually a flattened design. So it no longer has that arched back, which is quite nice, actually. And it's nice and thin as well. It also has the M1 processor, of course. It has Touch ID on the Magic Keyboard, which is quite fantastic, actually. And it has studio quality mics, P3 color, a 6-speaker sound system, so it's the best speakers ever in a Mac. It has a 1080p FaceTime camera, or, 1080p webcam. Has Dolby Atmos, USB 4 ports, a True Tone display. Its CPU is 85% faster compared to the previous generation. It has up to a 2 times faster GPU. It has 3 times faster ML, which is quite nice. If you don't know what ML stands for, it's machine learning, so, it's pretty cool. And then it has, obviously, AirPods and iPhone continuity, and it comes in really beautiful finishes, actually. These actually date back to, well, they really are reminiscent of the original iMac, if you look at all the colors. It also has white bezels on the front, which I know what you're going to say. Why does it have white bezels on the front? And that's the same question I asked. But if you actually look at it, this is in a form of like a nostalgic moment, which is pretty cool. So basically, that's sort of what Apple was going for there, which, I mean, I honestly think it's great that they're paying homage to the original iMac, even with like all the Hello stuff too. Now, this was a huge shocker, actually. Moving on to the 2021 11-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Pros. So, mainly the design has stayed roughly the same as the current generation, well, now, former generation iPad Pros, with the 2020 models. So, the design is exactly the same. However, on the 12.9-inch model, it has become 0.5 millimeters thicker, which means if you had the 2020 12.9-inch iPad Pro with Magic Keyboard, your current Magic Keyboard will not work with the 2021 iPad Pro 12.9-inch. And here's why. Because when Apple designed it, basically now it just doesn't fit. Because the newer model is 0.5 basically 0.5 millimeters thicker in order to account for its brand new mini LED display, which unfortunately the original 11-inch iPad Pro for this 2021 lineup here did not get, because it's essentially the lower end of the two. But yeah, so basically everything new here is that, it has the M1 processor, which was a huge shocker to most people. And you also have, obviously, a Thunderbolt port now. You have up to 2 terabytes of storage, 16 gigs of RAM, which is insane. You have 5G, which is pretty nice. Center Stage, which is a new feature for the front-facing camera. Basically, now the front-facing camera on both are ultra-wide sensors instead of just regular camera lenses. They are now ultra-wide sensors. So now you have a larger field of view, which is quite awesome. And then, of course, you have a lot of the same bells and whistles from the 2020 models. So let's go on to the next thing here, which honestly, actually, well, it looks like we don't have anything else. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like, and if you are brand new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.